Oh, here's another low nail, whatever you want to call this, flashing around the skylight. You're trying to kill me. Hey, trying to kill me. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is, what day is it? Today is Thursday. It is just after 11 a.m. and today we have a bunch of running around to do. We have a few different errands and we have a couple different roofs to go up on as well. So we have a customer that called today about a leak from the heavy rain we had last night, and we actually had a leak on our house pop up last night as well. So our roof was done only 2 years ago. Well, our landlord had their roof done 2 years ago. My best guess, because it's an old farmhouse, without seeing any of it yet, is it's most likely related to some of the flashing work that was done, because it's a pretty old home and none of the flashing work was replaced when the shingles were done. So we're gonna go take a look at that. But first, we're gonna go grab some tools from the trailer. I'm gonna grab our 32-foot ladder and probably some sealant, grab the tool belt, that kind of thing. So it is another cool day here in Southern Ontario. Temperature on the truck is reading 4 degrees. We don't need much from the trailer today, just a little bit of sealant. I might grab a couple spare shingles, maybe some flashings, and that should be pretty much it. So we're gonna grab a couple tubes of clear silicone. Okay, well, that covers the basics of all the tools we'll need. I just gotta go grab our 32-foot ladder. That should be it. I can't find my snake bar anywhere, which is great for little repairs like this. It's not, you know, an overly expensive tool, but it is still a $50–60 tool here in Canada. Huh. I know we were using it on our last project, so it's possible it got left there. I'm gonna go set this ladder up at the house, so I'm just gonna put one strap on it for now. We're gonna go take a look at some of those flashings and see. I already have a pretty good idea of what would have caused the leak. We have an old head wall flashing from that addition that meets the existing main house, so I'm assuming any water that would have been coming in would have been hitting that flashing and finding its way in from there. So as you can see, there's a bunch of old flashing work that was done, but I mean, you can see like stuff like that, like that's just no good. Any nails in here, right, can start to leak over time. That's just no good. See a lot of these nails as well already starting to lift up, but this is the main issue we're having. See the sealant on these already pretty well gone, but where the water was coming in was right on some trim on the inside, so it wasn't coming in through the wall or the ceiling or anything like that. It was coming in through a gap in the trim. My best guess is it's going to be something in this head wall flashing. Just looking at it, the head wall seems to be nicely tucked under the siding, which is good, but we have quite a few different gaps here. There's a decent sized crack here as well. The water was coming in right around this area, but these timber lines in the first 15 years of their life, they really stick. That's one thing I do like about gaps. Well, that's a low nail. That's no bueno. Not on a low slope like this. This really shouldn't even be shingled. I can just tell by looking at it. This is under a 412 pitch, and for me personally, if anything is under a 412, I don't shingle it. Who knows, maybe they used a heavy ice of water in here, and yeah, a lot of these nails are already showing the sealant they put on really was not, they weren't very careful with it. You could see like sealant just wasn't even applied to half the nail there. Same there. There's such a light coating. You really want to put a nice solid dab on it, and then you want to squish it around the nail and make a nice solid seam around it. This was kind of just pressed in and then swiped, and so what was actually covering the nail was just a real kind of messy, like that's barely anything. You can see how that just cracks and breaks when it's such a thin layer. This one's showing quite a bit of rust. A lot of these just aren't even covered. I think what we'll do after we get done with our errands today is come back up here, maybe pop these nails back up, lift them up, we'll seal everything under, and then screw these in. And it's the first time we've noticed it, only during a real heavy rain. Another big one that has given our landlord trouble is this chimney. I don't believe it was ever flashed properly, and he's just had nothing but trouble with it. You can see how the bottom flashing on this chimney, it's not cut through the siding, and this shingle is just cut here, so any water is just going to go directly under. All right, I'm gonna go load this ladder back up. All right, folks, well, we're gonna head over to our first repair job for the day. We got about a 20-minute drive into downtown Kitchener, so let's do it. Cue the time lapse. All right, guys, we're just pulling up to the first location. This house was installed in 2014, so it's only about 10-15 years old. All right, so I'm just gonna set this ladder up quick. We'll go up and take a peek, see if we can see anything obvious, and then we'll kind of, you know, assess from there and see if we need to bring up some tools. Or I got a few different things with me. I got some flashing, some spare shingle, sealant, then of course the tool belt. So we'll see what we need. All right, let's go take a look, see what we can find. Definitely some siding issues there. They need some sealant on those nails. You can just see the old boards there. There's no head wall flashing installed, so that's not great. This fascia board has really seen some damage. Jeez. Yeah, that thing is really dinged up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our pitch here, because this is a pretty low slope. Yeah, it's only a 312. Typically 412 is the lowest I would go with shingles. Now some guys will argue they'll go with, you know, up, you know, as down as low as a 212, and they'll just ice and water everything pretty heavy. Me, typically I like 412. So I don't see any huge obvious signs of any kind of damage or anything. There are definitely some small joint laps here. You know, it's only about 4 inches or so. It's not a lot. Definitely some underexposed shingles. Looks like we got a low nail here, and depending on what they have underneath of these shingles, if this thing is ice and watered or not. I mean, definitely on this transitionary period you want ice. I would put pretty heavy, probably like a Grace product along this whole decking. All right, well, she's starting to snow a little bit, folks. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab some sealant, see if I can seal up a couple of these low nails. There's nothing obvious that's pointing out at me apart from this slope being a little bit low from what I would prefer, because you can see how the water sits on this better. You can see how wet this section of shingle is versus all of this higher sloped area. So water can pool in these areas, but even something like this, you know, like that's a low nail, like that could be letting in water. So I'm gonna go grab some sealant for now, and we're just gonna seal these areas up because we have some rain coming in over the next few days. Flat roof products aren't really something I like to lay down when it's cold like this, so this might have to be a project that waits until the spring. But maybe peeling up, it's hard because you almost have to do a whole section of roof, you know, with how stuck on these shingles are, you end up doing more damage. So, you know, you almost have to come all the way up to the top, redo this in a flat roof product, and then shingle the rest of this. With these cracked caps, this whatever you want to call this, flashing around the skylight, you can see all the rusty nail heads there that are not sealed. None of the accessories are sealed. I don't see any venting on this house either. All right, we're gonna grab some sealant, see if we can touch up a few of these low nails and exposed areas, and then go from there. So I think I'm just gonna start at the top here and then work my way down. Like even these butt cap shingles don't have any sealant on them, so. I don't know, for some reason there's two sections of cap here that have a butt shingle on them. For anybody wondering, this is what I call a butt shingle. It's where you have two pieces of capping. It's your final cap shingle. I don't know, that's just how the guys I learned from, that's what they called it. So that's what I call it. Good old trusty dusty pitch hopper. So really this whole skylight should really just be replaced. Oh, look at that, it is snowing. We haven't had a whole lot of snow here in southern Ontario. I know out west and out east, the guys are getting hammered pretty good. Out in Alberta and BC and everything, but so far we haven't seen a whole lot. We certainly haven't seen any snow sticking to the ground, so we've been pretty fortunate this year. Last year was extremely mild. Should have brought a couple pitch hoppers, I guess. I didn't think I would need them. So I'd like to get over to that plum stack. Looks like they did put some sealant on it. Now we gotta figure out a way to get over there. Like, look at this. This is like the... Man. Overall, the actual boot is in pretty good shape, but the nails are obviously all rusted out. Oh, here's another low nail. Oh, here's another low nail. Oh, here's a hole in the shingle. And another low nail. That one's real deep in there. And here's another low nail. Oh, here's just a hole. A lot of these shingles I'd like to lift, pop the nail, and then seal underneath. But as you can see, this is only a 10-year-old roof. And these things are really stuck together. That's one thing GAF does well, is their sealant strip. Fortunately on this, I don't want to do more damage than good, so we're not going to be lifting these. This roof's a real Mona Lisa. Here's another low nail. Oh, peekaboo. And another one. I don't know what happened to this shingle. All right, well, that's all we can find for now. I don't know if you guys could see that on the house beside me, but there's no starter on the eave of that 3-tab shingle. You can just literally see bare plywood. That's great. All right, guys, we just finished up with the first appointment. We finished sealing up a few areas up there that we could find. Definitely quite a few low nails and some unsealed accessories there. I'm not going to be charging the customer for this appointment. These are just temporary fixes for the rain that's coming in over the next few days. Hopefully that takes care of it for them. If not, we'll be back. All right, so we're just leaving this job. I've got a little bit of time to head over to the leaky metal roof, so I'm going to go over do that quick. We can have a quick peek, and then we'll go off to our appointment and make that happen. So we'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, just pulling up to location number 2. It is currently almost 2 o'clock. So we're gonna go take a look, see if we can find out the root problem of this leak, and go from there. I guess I'll go say hi to the customer first, so I may turn off the camera for a few minutes. Could be better. Could have a dry roof. What's in that corner?
Huh?
What's in that corner?
I don't. Well, this is. He just put extra caulking in here because we thought maybe that's where that light was coming in.
Yeah.
But do you want to come up here? Or are you okay?
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me.
No, no.
So that's where we're looking at daylight right there. So that's probably going to be your main suspect. I don't think filling this in isn't going to create a dam. It's not clogging this.
Right.
This is its track. So filling up this lower area isn't going to dam it, I wouldn't think. When I said dam, I meant if you fill in this,
yes,
and you only do part way,
yes,
then water is going to hit that, and it can build and it can run lateral.
Gotcha.
Potentially. I'm not huge into steel as of right now. I don't know what this channel exactly looks like underneath, but I'm assuming it's more of a C channel. Yeah, and then take this panel off maybe, and then that'll give you a lot of good access in here.
Let me go down first. I'll hold the ladder for you. This is like safety. Huh?
Safety 101.
Just a bigger ladder.
It's not the worst I've had to do.
If high grade, they said they're going to come back and lift that and take a look. And
all right, guys, well, we've just left the property. We're gonna go head over for a haircut appointment, and then we gotta head back home, pick up Miss Henna, and we got quite a few more errands to go run out and do. All right, guys, we're just pulling up back home. I'm gonna unload this ladder and the tools that I grabbed earlier this morning, and then Miss Henna and I are gonna go off and we're gonna start working on our Christmas lights. We have a ton of stuff we have to bring up for Henna's parents, so we're gonna go try and do that. I gotta be back by around 6 o'clock because we have a wedding client we have a meeting with for 7, so gotta try and make quick time of it. Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Good morning, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today is Friday. It's just before 2 p.m. A little bit later start to the day today. We got Miss Henna in the truck with us today. We were off to go do some Christmas lights for Henna's parents. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with us. And yeah, this will probably be a continuation off of yesterday. So we're gonna go head down to the trailer. We're gonna pick up an extension ladder. And that should be pretty much it. Hey, Miss Henna, anything else we need?
Yeah, no, I think that's it. They should have everything.
Well, let's get on the road. It is another lovely day here in southern Ontario. Temperature on the truck is reading 6 degrees. I've had this towel in the back of the truck for a little while now. So we're gonna go hang this up on the clothesline. It's okay, hon, I got her. Yeah, don't get your nice pretty gloves all dirty. Do your thing, Rain. Rinse out our towel, please. Thank you. All right, we're gonna grab the fold-up ladder. I think that's all we need. A lot of the clips for the lights are already on the trough, so look at this nicely done trailer. I gotta do a trailer tour. All right, guys, we got the ladder in the back of the truck. We're gonna head over to the first project of the day, Christmas lights. Cue the time lapse. Use a time lapse. Use a time lapse. Miss Henna and I just pulling up to the first job of the day, and probably the last job of the day. I don't know how many days of footage this will be compiled into one video, but you know, we'll see. All right, well, let's see if these clips work. I don't want to go walk the roof.
just for fun.
I wonder how old these roofs are.
Over 25 years.
Really? Yeah. And they were already on the roof. Yeah, it looks like about 20 years, but they're rock hard. They haven't lost any stick. I wonder what they used. Probably gaff. The old gaff shingles were really hardy. Yeah, they're... What? Are you gonna go up? On the roof? Yeah. I might. Ooh. Just to... I kinda wanna go up. I'm not gonna lie. So we put the timer on this plug, right? Oh, they're both already hooked up. We don't even have our Christmas lights up. Hey? You guys got a pretty sweet setup. Yeah. Having Alexa and all that. Yeah. That's nice. All right, so I'll put the green ones up here. All right. Do you want a hand? No, I think we're all right. All right. Unless you want to, I don't know. I don't even know what you can do. Oh, that's, yeah. In previous pass them to me? Untangle them? I don't know. I did have them nice, but you know how Christmas lights are. Oh, we got one white light in there. Oh boy, she's a little tippy. Oh, don't try and tip it. Not while I'm on it. I'm just happy I can step on my tailgate instead of the weather. Okay, well, that is some Christmas lights finished. Still got to put up some, I think this stuff's coming with us. There you go. Needs a woman's touch. There you go. Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, well, Miss Henna and I just finished up Christmas lights. I don't know how much will actually be on video because we're hanging out with Henna's dad. So, but their Christmas lights are up. You guys probably would have seen a little bit of it. And I don't know, maybe I'll tie in some more footage later on with this video. I really don't know. I'm kind of just recording for the fun of it. So, you guys will see in the final product eventually. I don't even know if this will make it on video. With that being said, Miss Langston, job well done. Give him a high five. Boop. All right. We'll see you guys when we see you guys. Mr. Achilles. Mr. Achilles. Yeah.